Avax, Avalanche, the layer one solution that everybody is currently sleeping on for some strange reason at this moment in the market. We have yet to see Avax really take off compared to some of the other bigger blockchains that's comparable with it. And Avax is really building a lot of things. We're talking about real world use cases for blockchain technology, putting real world assets onto chain, showing ownership, being able to verify without having, paper deeds or paper things that show you own this said asset. Now, we are moving towards the future, being able to show ownership of assets through, blockchain technology and through your wallet. And that's what I believe the future is going to be. And Avax is building towards the future. And we're going to talk about that today. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications to get all updates on Avax, because I will ramp up the Avax videos right now. We are in that point in the market where a lot of people are realizing we are about to get an altcoin season. And I've been saying this. If you've been watching my videos, I've made Avax videos a lot of times over the span of these 3 years. We've been in Avax for quite a while now, and I'm going to continue to push it to the forefront because I do think it's one of the most slept on layer one blockchains. Now, let's start off today talking about price and where we at right now. So, man, right now we are looking at Avax. Currently, Avax is $23.98. In the past month, we are up 31%, though. I love to see that for Avax. We are up 31%. In the past week, we are up only, about 4.75%. In the past year, we are still down 20%. So back in, the later days of 2024 in July, we were at $28. So we still are down on a yearly. But we can see after the election, we went up to $54. And me personally, I'm aiming for previous all-time highs because Avax is one of those ones you want to pay attention to. Right now, we are ranked 17 out of all the cryptocurrencies. Market cap is at 10.12 billion. And we see the volume, although it's down 19%, it's still coming in at $771 million. So volume is being churned. Even though we are kind of slightly down the ranks, I do think Avax will move up because it has so much real world use case. And that's what I look forward to. And one thing also, we know Avax also has a max supply, 715 million Avax. Right now, the circulating supply is only 422 million, but one thing we do know about Avax is it's getting every transaction fee is burning small amounts of Avax, and we're going to talk about how much Avax has been burned. But let's get into some of the good stuff, man. The largest deed tokenization project in U.S. history is using Avalanche. Balcony Tech is bringing $240 billion in real estate on-chain to its own layer one, modernizing property records across New Jersey with the help of AvaCloud. One of the most outdated systems in public infrastructure, property deeds today can take over 90 days to close. The process is slow, expensive, and vulnerable to fraud and ransomware. With Avalanche, Balcony Tech is cutting deed settlement from 90 days to just one. This custom L1 makes records tamper-proof, searchable, and instantly accessible to both residents and county staff. The 5-year rollout of this initiative will include 460K parcels, representing $290 billion in value across the counties of Bergen, Camden, Orange, and more. So, I talked about this previously, but this is major, man. Bringing on $240 billion worth of real estate onto blockchain technology. And this is just a couple of counties. This is just only in New Jersey. Think about all the real estate in the different states, not just in the United States, but around the world, man. Think about how we can show ownership with blockchain technology, and think about how much money is being put on, to the blockchain. That is something huge, man. I don't think a lot of people realize when the network effect, these are networks, and if the network continues to grow, say if this goes successful, if Balcony does this successful in New Jersey, who's not to say somebody in another another city do the same thing and work with Balcony Tech. So it's about, if it works, then people are going to use it, and if it's beneficial, then people are going to want to put their assets on a blockchain. And once we see all this happens, man, we're going to see so much money and so many real world assets on the Avalanche blockchain. Is going to go crazy. Now, something else, man, biggest gainers in on-chain fees by change this week. This was tweeted earlier this week, but we can see, man, Avax has the biggest change as far as on-chain fees with a 240% increase, man. So Avax is actually going crazy as far as transactions. We know transactions are cheaper now as well. So that just means there's more transactions being done and more fees being collected, and showing the network growth of the Avalanche blockchain. Also, Avax hit a new record of 1.5 million transactions in 24 hours. Now, this was about 6 days ago, but still seeing that new record, seeing Avax put out those transactions, being able to perform and the blockchain doesn't stop or shut down or anything, being able to have that many transactions in 24 hours is amazing. And that's showing how built out, the Avax Foundation is, how built out the blockchain is, and how it will continue to thrive even as more transactions come on to the blockchain. And last but not least, 4.7 million Avax has been burned forever. Now, I know you're like, Tro, that's nothing. It's 715 million Avax. Well, with every transaction, guys, a small amount of Avax is being burned. And so far, it's $4.7 million worth. So it's going to continue to be burned, especially as transactions ramp up, as more people come onto the blockchain. I do think Avax will have its narrative. We know Solana has had a narrative base earlier. Last year it had a crazy narrative where everything was going up. Not to say that those projects on those blockchains don't continue to go up, but I do think people are realizing, like, hey, I think Avalanche is a little bit different when it comes to these other blockchains. And what I mean by that is Avax is really has a different focus on what they're trying to do with their blockchain. Even though they have degenerate things like meme coins, we got DeFi on the project as well, or on a blockchain as well. But not only that, they're trying to attract, real world assets, attract institutions where they can build their own grade A layer 1 blockchain and do whatever they see fit on their own blockchain. And they make it the easiest to build out your own layer 1 solution to create whatever you want to create in the blockchain space. And I do think once people realize this, more developers will come to Avax. More things will start to get put on the blockchain for real world assets and much, much more. So Crypto Tro, that's my video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications. And link to the Discord is in the description. Join the Discord, the Trojan Horse Discord, where we're creating a community, camaraderie, and all that good stuff, man. So Crypto Tro, I'm out of here.